All right. Thank you all and welcome back to class. Welcome back from a long weekend. It's been a really long time. Every evening I feel like I have a class and since Thursday or Wednesday, we've not been able to meet. So it's been a long time and I miss my classes. So welcome back. Welcome back to class. Welcome Ashinafi. Welcome Richard. It's been a long time since I saw Richard in class. Richard, where have you been? And Asa Titus, it's been a while since I saw you in class. I don't know where you've been, Asa. As for Baba is always in class. Foster, it's been a long time since I saw Foster in class. Yes, so Foster, Mr. Freehat, you have to be in class. And I'm seeing some new names, or some old names, I should say. Yes, let's make sure we attend classes and we are in the journey. Welcome, everybody. Learning great things. And yes, so just like we've been doing, moving forward, we are going to have a class rep for every course and every class. This means that when we move to specialization as well, we are going to have a class rep for every class and an assistant as well. And each class will be giving their own announcements. So let's put our hands together for Caleb. You are doing a great job. Always available, always ready, always sacrificing. Well done. Yes, you are doing very, very well. And combining all of this with your tasks, it's been so great. It's been so great. All right. So welcome once again to class. Today, we want to continue with our webmaster class, and we are going to be ending the webmaster class this week. We have our blog and e-commerce to work on, and we have our projects to work on. So as you've heard in the announcement, you are supposed to work on your project. And like we've always been saying, that in tech, we have projects to work on, and our training is project based. So we should always be ready for projects, always be ready to work on new things, always be ready to develop things because we learn through doing. We learn through doing, we learn through projects, we learn through working on things. We don't learn just by reading and reading, we learn through working. Yeah, so let's be ready and we are going to be doing more. Our training model is more like an apprenticeship training model because we provide our training through project-based learning. Yes, so we are going to be working on several projects as we learn. And most of the time, we are going to be simulating the work environment because one of the best ways to acquire and maintain your skills is to be in a setting of a work environment where you have roles and you have projects that you work on. Those experiences remain with you more than sitting and listening to lectures. And so, although we'll have vital lectures, we are also going to do more of project-based learning. So in all the fields in data science and data analytics, we are going to be working on real-world projects. In cloud, we are going to work on real-world projects. In cybersecurity, the same. We are going to work on real-world projects. And in web development and software engineering, we are going to be working on real-world projects. We'll be building mobile applications. We'll be building websites that we'll be launching. We'll be taking projects and be working on them. And by simulating a real-world experience, we are going to have that practical experience to use in the industry. So the software group, you are going to be working on several software related projects, just as all the other specializations will. All right. So tonight we want to move straight to our class and we want to go through our blog training. Today we'll be working on blog, and I know you are getting ready to upload your websites, and I know you are all ready with your projects for publishing online today. In the morning class, we agreed that we should work on the blog and the e-commerce so that on Thursday we upload everything together. So I don't know if you agree with the morning class. If not, we can do the upload right now. But if you agree with the morning class, we can do that on Thursday. So let me know if you want it today or Thursday. And based on what uh, you let me know, we will go by that. So one person says on Thursday. All right. Two, we agree with the morning class. All right. All right. That's fine. All right. So that's fine. So on Thursday, you've gotten 2 grace periods. We're supposed to do this on last Thursday. It was moved to today, or was it yesterday? And then now has been moved to Thursday. So on Thursday is your final deadline, and we want to see your amazing work. Make sure you've done something really amazing, truly amazing, and make sure you are ready to fascinate yourself, the whole world, your family, and your friends. All right, so we are going to move to day 19 quickly, and day 19, we are going to specialize on building blog website. And so we are going to work on this amazing blog websites that we will gain experience from. So if you are ready with me, let's get right into it. All right, class. So welcome to day 19 of our web masterclass with WordPress. In this class, we have gone through the entire process of creating websites from scratch for all kinds of organizations. We've covered domains, web hosting and web servers. We've covered emails and email servers. And we have gone through the process of building world-class websites with WordPress. Tonight, we want to focus on building blog and news websites. And so we'll go through the 19, and by the end of this lesson, you should be able to build blogs and news website. As usual, with the introduction of this lesson, we have to understand that creating beautiful websites with powerful features have never been easier in all of history than it is today. If you want to build a wonderful website, it is very important to begin your project by planning. Plan your website on paper, plan the goals of your website, plan the expectations, and plan the purpose of your website on paper. You can add a sketch to visualize what you are creating and where important features should be. If you are building your website from scratch, you can choose a technology. You can work in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, or use a modern technology like React or Angular to build your website. For the backend, you have to use PHP, server-side scripting processing language, to power your website's backend. You can also use a modern framework like Node.js to power your backend, or Python Django to power your backend. And your website requires databases, and so MySQL is a powerful and popular database system that you can use for your web project. In this webmaster class, we've been dealing with MySQL. Whenever you are dealing with MySQL, you create databases. Within the databases, you create what we call tables because the actual data resides in the tables. So databases are made up of tables. Within the tables, that is where you find the data arranged in what we call fields and records. Fields are the data types or the columns, and we have the records that are the real data within the fields. We also have NoSQL database platforms like MongoDB, which can also be used to build websites. But if you want all the coding done for you, then go with a CMS. Working with CMS today is really effective and really powerful if you build it the right way. Today, more than 50% of all websites online work with CMS. We have popular CMS like WordPress, Drupal, Joomla, Squarespace, Magento, Wix, and so much more. WordPress alone covers over 43.5% of all websites that exist. That means if you put all websites created with CMS, they exceed 50% of all websites online. This means it is not necessary to build all projects from scratch because there are platforms that have all this work already done for you. All you have to do is to focus on the front end and build the amazing interface you want. For advanced systems, then you use your powerful technologies to create custom web applications for advanced systems. We have to understand that you can make money designing websites, not only creating websites for people. Today, we are going to learn that you can also monetize a website. A website itself can generate revenue. In my previous company, our website was generating more than $15,000 a month just from the website alone. Websites can generate revenue. The question is how? In this lesson, we'll talk about monetization to see how websites can generate revenue. All you need is a right theme, customize it, and build a powerful website, make it your own, and make it look professional. The time has come for us to be professionals. The time has come for us to build our works with a professional touch. Over the past few weeks, most of you have done very, very well creating professional looking designs. Your websites are on point, your websites are clean, your websites are intuitive, your websites are professional looking, and they have the right professional touch. All proving to the world that you are a webmaster. You are a webmaster, I am a webmaster, and welcome to the Webmaster class. In this Webmaster class, we are covering all that you need to know to succeed on the web. This course is a very vital course that will sandwich all the skills you will be applying tomorrow, whether in databases, whether in security, whether in data analytics, whether in cloud. This course is a sandwich course that will prepare you. A time will come you have to build a website like this and deploy on the cloud. A time will come you have to build certain projects and present on the web. Data scientists will be publishing reports, data visualizations, and so much more using their experience in the web. This is a very vital course, and this week we are wrapping up. Let's go through the course very well. Let's make sure we meet all requirements so that we move on to our cloud computing program next week. An investment in education always pays the highest returns. Sometimes you invest in something and you lose. I don't know about you, but investments don't always work out. I don't know about your experience, but sometimes you invest in something that you are so much hopeful in getting returns, but it fails. It is part of life and part of business. If you are new to business, you may not understand it yet, but it's part of it. But then there's a kind of investment that always pays, and that is investment in education. I think it is best to invest in education. It is best to invest in yourself, upgrading your knowledge, upgrading your skills, because it always pays the highest returns. It always pays the highest returns. So what you are sowing today, you are going to reap tomorrow 1,000-fold. You are not going to get just one return. You are going to get more than 1,000 returns from the investment in education. So it is the best decision and the best use of your time to be in class and to be learning in this program. Today, we are going to work towards the last stages of our Web Masterclass. The program has extended to day 21. Originally, it's a 21-day program anyway. So today is day 19. We will have our blog website today. And then on day 20, we move straight to e-commerce. Day 21, we talk about payment processing, shipping, and we complete our e-commerce project. And so I'm going to play one short clip. After that clip, then we'll get right into the lesson. And so let me share my screen properly so that we can get access to the clips.
Hello, my name is Gantare and today we'll talk about what is a blog. There's very little chance that you've never heard of the term blog, but not everyone understands what exactly a blog is. A blog is an online journal that provides regularly updated content in reverse chronological order. So the newest content appears first. Sometimes people use terms blog and website interchangeably, but they're not the same. Typically, a blog publishes new posts every few days. Meanwhile, a company's website, for example, provides information about the company's history, services, and pricing, which will most likely remain unchanged for quite some time. Also, most blogs have a comment section on each post, so readers can engage with the blogger and other readers, building an online community. On the other hand, websites don't usually have a comment section. Their focus is on introducing products and services, not on encouraging audience engagement. While many blogs are independent, others, like the Hostinger blog, are a part of a larger website. To put it simply, a blog is a type of website. When blogs first appeared, people mainly used them for personal purposes, like sharing their opinions, interests, and daily lives. Over time, these purposes were expanded. People create blogs to educate others, establish and build their online presence, and make money online. Many individuals and businesses use blogs as part of their content marketing strategies. They create blog content related to their target market's interest to boost brand awareness. When a blog post reaches top rankings on search engine result pages, it will help people easily find your content when searching for your brand or related terms. It's an excellent opportunity to generate traffic and leads, helping to convert visitors into clients. Now that you know how to differentiate a blog from a website and what benefits a blog can bring to both individuals and businesses, let's talk about the different types of blogs. The most common ones are personal blogs, which usually work like an online diary of the blogger, with discussions on various subjects including self-reflection and work projects. Niche blogs that provide information on a particular topic such as food, gaming, or traveling. A company or business blog that publishes content relevant to a company's industry or updates related to its products and target market. It's usually a section on a company website, but it can also be independent. And affiliate blogs, which are based on affiliate marketing. This content typically includes product reviews and best-of lists. Bloggers place their affiliate links on the posts and receive a commission when a blog visitor purchases a product using these links. If you are planning on creating a blog to make money online or improve your online presence, there are several factors to consider in order to create a successful blog. First, your blog should have high-quality content. Your content needs to demonstrate expertise and trustworthiness. And to do so, you don't have to use technical jargon. Make sure your content is easy to understand and relevant to your target audience. Next, use inviting headlines to tell visitors what the content is about. Compelling headlines drive people to click on search engine results, but a persuasive headline is different than a clickbait headline. Clickbait titles often look intriguing but don't reflect what the actual content is about. They may drive traffic to a blog, but they can also damage its reputation and trustworthiness in the long run. Then remember to update your blog regularly. Search engines prioritize up-to-date content, so try to create new content at least 3 times a week to increase your traffic and site rankings. It also helps keep people interested in your blog. Also, make sure your blog has a great user interface and user experience. A blog should be easy to navigate and mobile friendly, as nowadays more and more people access blogs from their phones. And when it comes to corporate and business blogs, add a call to action button to guide visitors to download your app or subscribe to your newsletter. This will help convert casual readers into high quality leads. Now that you know what a blog is, its main purposes, and what makes a good blog, you may want to know how to create your own blog. Don't worry, we've got you covered. Check our video on how to create a WordPress blog using Elementor. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on how to succeed online. If you have any questions or tips, leave a comment down below. See you in the next video.
Do you remember the long, exhausting process of creating a website? Forget about it. One click. It is everything that you need to start your adventure with Btheme. Discover over 300 pre-built websites. Choose one. Use the Muffin Builder to adjust your work and show your own style. It's easier than you can even imagine. One click, and you can join thousands of happy Btheme users from all around the world. Do you know the meaning of professionalism? Well, we do. Btheme, the new definition of design freedom.
All right, so the new definition of design freedom. So let's get into our work. And we want to start our work today by talking about blogs and what a blog is. So what is a blog? I wanted to ask you, but let's just get right into it since we've heard it in the video. It says that a blog is an online platform where individuals or groups share their thoughts, their ideas, their experiences, or information on various topics. When it comes to blogs, blogs are updated all the time with new content. It is different from a corporate website because a corporate website is usually static with the same kind of content, but a blog can enhance even a corporate website to give it fresh content all the time. Because if you have your website and your visitors have seen the content of your page, of your website, for the whole year, you are going to have the same kind of content. And so why should someone revisit your website when they have seen everything? And it's always like that, 2 years, and it's always like that. Sometimes you can use a blog on a corporate website to provide related content about the industry that you are in. And so you give someone a reason to revisit your website and learn from your website. So a blog can be a standalone blog, or it can be part of a corporate website. Yeah, so we have individuals who create their standalone blogs and they share their experiences and their expertise on different topics. A blog or a news and magazine website is a great way to generate revenue from a website. Now, corporate websites do not generate revenue themselves. They may generate revenue through the sales of the products and services they are promoting. All right. But when it comes to blogs, these websites can generate revenue. Do people pay when they visit the blog? No. By the end of this lesson, we'll talk about how companies make a lot of money running blogs and news websites. Every news website you know of is a money-making machine, a money-making machine, and it pays a lot, a lot. But then there is a key to what gives the payment. Apart from knowing how to generate a revenue, you have to understand that you need to have continuous returning visitors who are fans of your blog, because your blog should provide compelling content that will always cause someone to come back for more and more all the time. Okay, so a lot of people have created blogs very, very intelligently, and they are driving a lot of visitors to their blog. Your blog must be a trusted source of information and is always having fresh content, at least just like you heard in the video, 3 times in a week. Someone has created a blog on the journey of pregnancy. So the person posts content on the pregnancy journey. And so what happens is that once the content are very valuable and engaging and compelling, every pregnant person is always on that website. Now think about it. How many people are pregnant right now? A lot in Africa, a lot in the whole world. And when they are in that situation, they need information. So someone who has spent time to learn and to put together high quality information, or to source for relevant information and put together on a blog, has created something that those in need of it will want to learn, because every pregnant woman wants education. Apart from pregnancy, some people write content about celebrities and they interview celebrities all the time. All right. So they interview celebrities, find interesting information, and they publish all the time. And so people already like the celebrities, so they follow the content. Just the name of the celebrity in the title of the blog will explode the the blog in terms of getting a lot of visitors to the blog. Next week, you write on a different celebrity, the fan base of that celebrity explodes the traffic of the blog. Next time, another celebrity. So it's all about choosing what to talk about. All right. And so once you have a compelling and engaging content, you always drive visitors who have discovered your blog, and they keep coming back and they keep coming back and they keep coming back. It takes a lot of intelligence and a lot of focus to know what you want to talk about, and you stick to it and you are consistent in it. And once all those qualities and all those requirements are put in place, they form something really big, and you are able to create like a community of people who trust your content and they come back all the time. The goal is to give value, give value. Let your content give value. What is value? Value is anything that helps someone. Entertainment is value, education is value, enlightenment is value. Anything that is refreshing and anything that is helpful is value. All right. The only thing is to find exactly what to talk about. And so once you are able to create that, it is a business, a big business on its own. Most of the time, you begin by a passion, but once all these things come together, they form a business machine. And if you know how to reap from it, that alone can be enough for you every month and every year. Some people talk about their travel blogs. Okay, so some people travel all over Africa, visit interesting places, take pictures, and they share. And so once people know about that website, through you, you visit Africa with everybody, and your fans love to come to your website when they want to relax and they want to read what you have. Some people talk about certain medical conditions, certain important things. And you know what? Some people even talk about relationships, interesting topics about relationships that interest people and they follow that content all the time. Others talk about their personal lives, what they are doing today, what is going on. And surprisingly, they get a lot of visitors. So this is what engineers a blog. And there are a lot of people who have been creative enough to buy into the blog space and the blog market. And they are running blogs. Again, if you are running a blog and it works, before it works, a lot of components need to come together. I've mentioned them. Compelling content, not just clickbait content like we had in the video. Clickbait content are content that scare you and make you want to click. Not scare per se, but something that drive you with extra intensity, making you want to click. And there are creative ways of doing that. But then most clickbait topics are just misleading. And in the end, it doesn't provide what it said. It doesn't provide what it said. Yes. And sometimes there are also lies. I know that. Yes. For example, you hear something that your favorite celebrity has done something, or uh, your favorite celebrities um, just realize that their daughter is not for them, and some interesting things. Or this person is dead, a whole lot. All right, we are not talking about that. We are talking about content that are persuasive but provide that value. And once they provide the value, they deliver on what they said. And once you get visitors to keep coming, not just new visitors, but the old visitors relying on your platform, then you have built something so powerful, so powerful, so powerful. And if you get to know how much blog and news websites are making, you are going to be shocked. You are actually going to be tempted to stop what you are doing and get into it. Yes, but you have to be very consistent and you have to be focused on it. If you are not ready for it, you will just start and you fail. You'll just stop. But you have to be really ready for it because once you build it, it's going to be something so powerful. Yes, and we also have what we call a vlog. A vlog is a video blog that you can also create, and you can also make videos to share your content. Make videos, and making videos is another way to make money. Okay. And I always feel like Africa should make money globally. Let's do things that our money will come from other parts of the world. Other parts of the world. Let's bring money into Africa. I always feel like that. What can we do so that we can bring money from outside Africa into Africa? I always think about that. Yeah. So running a blog is one way. You can generate revenue from the whole world. Creating videos is another powerful way of generating revenue. All of these things, you have to be super intelligent. You have to plan very well, and you need to learn the platform's algorithms and learn how the platform works. YouTube is a money-making machine. I've been using YouTube for a long time, but For so many years in the past, I was only watching content on YouTube. Nobody told me that there is business in YouTube. YouTube business is so huge, it's so effective that in the US, almost every college student runs a YouTube channel. And there are a lot of specialists in the US who have stopped working in their companies and all they do is to provide content on YouTube. YouTube pays well once you get there, once you meet the requirement, once your content is working, YouTube will pay you more than any job and your income becomes passive if your content is evergreen, which means that your content doesn't expire and it's always working. One content can keep generating revenue for years and years and years and years to come. And so if you understand YouTube videos, making videos, running a YouTube channel, it is a massive way. Again, all these things, they don't just work because there are millions of people who hear these things and they jump into it and they spend a lot of time not getting anything. You just need to do it right. And if you do it right, you make it. For YouTube, you need to get up to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time before you are allowed into the monetization program. Once you get into monetization program, every content will pay you. And we'll talk about monetization at the end of this particular lesson. And so these are ways that we can also be creative to generate revenue. I always feel like we should make money that our money will come from the globe to Africa. Yeah, so this is one way. This is one way. And maybe there's someone in the class who will be interested in running a blog and also running YouTube. When your YouTube content succeeds, automatically you transfer it to Instagram, transfer it to TikTok, Facebook, and other platforms, and you multiply your base. But YouTube is the best place to begin and the best way to learn how to create content. And it's not that simple. You need to learn a lot to understand the platform, understand how it works. One thing you can never do on YouTube is to copy content. Copy content. You can't do that. You think it will work, but it doesn't work. Yes, you can copy content for 2 years, and after the 2 years, when you are ready to make money, your channel is banned. Yeah, so for YouTube, you should always create your own content and be fresh. You just have to understand what to do. Yes, don't rely on content that already exists on YouTube. It doesn't work at all. Don't be smart in capturing other people's content and using it. Sometimes the content will be allowed on the channel, but it will be restricted to make money. All right. It will not be money. That content will not be monetizable. And so you need to create the right content. As for a blog, you have you are okay to source content from the web and bring them to the right place. You can copy content on the web. There's not much of copyright issues when it comes to blogs and news. As a matter of fact, you can most blogs and most news websites that we know, they are not real news agencies. A news agency is actually a team of journalists and content writers who actually write the stories. I have worked in a TV station, multiple TV stations, and so I know journalists who actually make stories every day. They wake up, they go out, they go to courts, they go to parliament, they go to places, and they create the content. They write the stories. Yes. And I also know thousands of people who copy stories from around the world, put them together, categorize them together on their website, and let people come for them. And for a long time, Ghana Web has been one of the leading websites in Ghana. And I didn't know that Ghana Web doesn't belong to Ghana, or it's not a Ghanaian website. It is a website created by someone in Holland, and he just used the name Ghana Web, and he has taken over the country's news. And it's not a news website. I mean, it's not a news house. They just copy content from all over the world and copy content from other websites like Manjo Online. Manjo Online, where I worked, we write our own stories. We have a lot of journalists who create the stories, who write the stories every day. But Ghana Web wasn't doing that. In Ghana, you can actually register with what we call the Ghana News Agency, and they will send you a lot of stories every day to just publish. Yes. Today, Ghana Web has an office in Ghana. They have a team. They do certain things. They create some content. But for more than 20 years that Ghana Web has been in Ghana, and more than 20 years that they've been operating, they've just been copying content all over their place. All right. So this is how blogs work. This is what we mean by a blog. A blog can take many forms, from personal diaries to professional publications, and they include text, images, videos, and links. They usually allow for reader interaction through comments. So most of the time, the visitors can comment on what they read, and people just love blogs. Blogs can cover a wide range of subjects like travel. People create content on travel and even food. Food is amazing. Food is amazing, and food is something that really, really succeeds very, very fast. So if you want to run a YouTube channel or create a blog, you can create a blog on teaching how to cook certain things. Yes, so some of these YouTube websites, YouTube channels, they don't even show their faces, but they show you how to prepare certain things. And once you do it well, you get a lot of people who are interested in. As a matter of fact, myself, I followed a number of food channels to prepare certain dishes. Yes, so life has taught me how to cook. So sometimes I cook myself, and sometimes I follow YouTube videos to cook. Yes, and you can also talk about tech. If you are specialized in certain areas in tech, you can create a blog or a website that you talk about that particular area in tech. People talk about lifestyle and a whole lot, and they are often updated regularly and can be a great way to connect with an audience or build a community. Yes, so a news website, on the other hand, is an online platform that publishes articles, reports, and other content related to current events, trends, and topics of interest. These sites can cover a wide range of subjects, including politics, including entertainment, including health, technology, business, culture, and so much more. They often feature a mix of news articles, opinion pieces, interviews, multimedia content like videos, podcasts, and examples include major news organizations like CNN, BBC, as well as lifestyle and specialty magazines like Vogue and Wired. These websites are so popular. People just go there to watch lifestyle content. They can show photos of celebrities, photos of flashy cars, flashy things, and just wonderful content that people enjoy. Users can typically access articles for free or through a subscription model. So you can let your users subscribe, but then they come for the content for free. The content is always for free. So how do we make the money? Toward the end of the lesson, I'll talk about monetization before we end. Now, the differences here, a blog, news websites, and magazine websites all share the common goal of disseminating information, but they can differ in their format, their style, and their purpose. Now, a blog usually has an informal and personal touch, and often written in a conversational tone. The content can cover a wide range of topics from personal experiences to niche interests, and posts are typically shorter and may include opinions or reflections. Updates can be frequent, with posts published as often as the author chooses. Engagement often encourages interactions through comments and shares. When it comes to news websites, the format is generally more formal and objective, focusing on current events and factual reporting. The content includes articles, breaking news, and investigative reports. It aims to provide timely information, updated regularly throughout the day, to reflect the latest news. So I worked in several news websites. In a day, We have several stories, more than 20 stories in every single day. Engagement often has a comment section but may focus more on providing news rather than fostering conversation. For magazine websites, they combine the elements of both blog and news websites, often with a polished and professional look. The content features in-depth articles, essays, interviews, and reviews, usually with a specific theme of focus. Example, fashion, technology, culture. Content may be published on a regular schedule, example, monthly or quarterly, with a mix of timely and evergreen articles. Engagement may include comments and social sharing, but also focuses on high quality visuals and layout. Just like magazines that people buy, we have magazines online. So these websites, blog, news, and magazine websites, they all fall into one category and they can all be created the same way. Now, when we started our project, we asked you to install a particular blog website. So we installed this JNews. This is a professional news and magazine website or theme that we shared, and we all installed this. So building this particular website is super easy. Super easy. As a matter of fact, blogs are the easiest websites to create. Once you have the theme, you are done. The only thing you will do here is to change your logo. Make sure you want these categories of news and create your menu using categories. I'll talk about it when we are creating our blog, but these menus, we create them using categories. For our project, our corporate website, we can also have a blog. So just like on our footer, we said our blog, we can create a blog as part of a corporate website. So this is what we'll be doing. We'll create a blog for our corporate website and learn the process of creating blogs that way. That is the same way you create a blog for this. Just that this is a dedicated news blog magazine website, and you can create your content right here. So I'll be switching between the corporate one and this. But the corporate one is more difficult, so I'll spend more time creating the corporate one. And then for this one, we'll talk about it in the end or towards the end of the lesson. So I don't know if I'm audible. I feel like I'm talking to myself. I don't know if I'm audible. I don't know if anybody is hearing me or I'm just talking to myself. All right. So if you have any question about what we've discussed so far about blogs, oh, you said yes, I'm talking to myself. Is that what you said? You said yes, you are. That means I'm talking to myself. Okay, Prosper says you are audible, we can hear you. Okay. All right. So that is wonderful. All right. So what I'm going to do is to take a short break. After the break, we will start creating a blog for this particular website. We'll create our blog section from scratch because this theme didn't provide a blog. Most themes should give you a blog template. Most themes, 95% of themes will have a blog page. This particular theme we are using, the Exponent and Mr. Tachu, they didn't give us any blog. If you check here, they have FAQ. They don't have any blog at all. And that is very surprising. And so we'll have to create our own blog from scratch. So we will take 10 minutes break and then we will create our blog. When we are done, we'll talk about monetization and then we'll wrap up today's lesson. All right. Thank you so much. And I'm going to see you in just 10 minutes. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen and we can continue with the class. So I'll just share my screen right now and we can continue. All right, so what we want to do now is to build a blog for this particular website. So to build this blog, we are going to start by creating a page from scratch. So the first thing I'm going to do is to go to the dashboard area, click on pages and click on add a new page. So after we create a blog, you can also add it to your website, add a blog to it. So over here, we are going to create a page from scratch and we'll call it blog, like this, blog. That's all we will do. Just type blog and then we will publish. We'll publish. So once this is created, what will happen is that it is going to have an address here. And the address, if you check the end, you can see that it is your website/blog. When I click here to view it, I will see the page I just created, blog. And this is how it is looking. This is all I am seeing. And it doesn't look attractive enough. I don't see anything here. And so what I'm going to do is to tell WordPress that I want this page to be my blog page. I want this page to be my blog page. So see what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the dashboard and watch what I'm going to do. In WordPress, we have a place called settings in WordPress where we do settings. Under settings, we have general settings, which is very popular. We have reading, we have permalinks. So I want you to type general, reading, permalinks. Let's put this in the chat for me. General, reading, permalinks, because this is where we are going to visit to ensure that the details we have or the configurations we want to do in WordPress are done well. Later on, we'll be going to appearance and we'll be going to theme editor or the theme file editor. Later on, we'll be going here. So for now, I'm going to start by going to reading. When you go to reading in your WordPress backend, this is where you instruct WordPress on the specific pages to use for specific things. For example, when it comes to your home page, if this website is a dedicated blog site, you can select your latest post. This means that WordPress will set your home page as your post page. And so it will become a page where you post content. But right now we are working with a professional theme, a premium theme. So this premium theme has a demo page that we are using carefully. So that particular page, this is it over here. So unless you are creating a full blog site, and even if it's a full blog site and you are working with a theme, that a theme comes with a home page, you don't have to use latest post. You need to use static page and you select the home page that you want to use. There are some themes, they will come with multiple homepage designs or homepage styles, and you have to choose one. All right. I'm not interested in homepage because we already have homepage. Over here, we have something we call post page. This post page is telling WordPress that you want to select a particular page to use as your blog page. Post page means blog page. So the page we created, we are going to select it as our blog page. That is where our post should appear. So we'll look through this and then we find that page. I am not seeing it here. I'm wondering why I'm not seeing it. Maybe you are seeing it. It was covered on my screen. Sorry. So the page we created, I think that is it. My theme header is blocking it. All right. So by selecting this, I've indicated to WordPress that this page should be used for my blog. And this means that a blog is part of a premium site. So over here, for each post in a feed, include excerpts. So I want to include an excerpt over here. Then I'll save. So all I did was to select post page as blog, select excerpt and save. By doing that, when I come here and I refresh, I can see that something has probably happened. And you can see this. It has applied your header. Everything at the top is well done, and then you can see home blog. So this is going to be our blog page, and this is wonderful. At least we've made some progress creating our blog page. The next thing we are going to do is to set the blog page. I want this sidebar to be at the right, and I want to post content or the articles here. Now, what happens is that when it comes to posting articles, every WordPress installation comes with a Hello World post. This Hello World post doesn't come with a featured image, but every blog post should come with a featured image. Please type featured image in the chat for me. Featured image. So what we'll do is that we will post fresh content and we will delete this particular one because every website, every blog post needs a featured image. But I'm going to make sure I move this particular sidebar to the right. Then I will work on this and I'll also work on the sidebar as well. So for this particular theme, it is quite difficult to work on your blog because most themes have blog pages and make blog settings very easy. This particular theme is quite difficult, but let's see what we can achieve. I've just been logged out. My password, my session has expired. I don't know if I remember my password. Let me see. Admin, and my password is I just said it out loud. So let's see if it is correct, and it is correct. Okay, fine. So in the back end here, I went to reading, settings, reading, and then I set this. So we've made some progress. Next, I'm going to go to customize, and customize can be found under appearance, customize. And over here, I'm going to select customize and do some settings over here. Under customize, I'm seeing blog settings here. Blog settings. So I'm going to click on it. And we have post archive, which is your blog page. And we have individual posts, which is a page you see when you click on an article to read. Then later, I'll also talk about what we call widgets. Widgets here. Widgets can be found under appearance widget. So in WordPress, there are some very, very important areas that you should visit and you should work in those areas. I mean, when I remember WordPress, those are the pages that really stand out. The first menu in WordPress that stands out is post. After that, we have pages. Then we have comments. When you start receiving comments, you'll find all of them here to manage them. Apart from that, themes is also very popular. Customize is super, super popular. Widgets, way, way popular. Menus, very, very popular. And then theme editor or theme file editor, very, very popular. So those who have experience in WordPress, these are the pages that they have visited over and over and over and over and over and over. And they are always the same for every theme. They are very important places to do settings. Also, when it comes to users, this is where we create user account. I don't know if we talked about this in our previous lesson, but you can create a user account for those who will use your website. Let me click on it. Maybe I didn't talk about it in the evening class, but you can click on users. If, let's say, you are done working on this project and you want to give access to someone else to work on this particular website or manage the content, please do not give the admin access to the user. This is where we create users. You can come and click on add new user, and then you can set the user name, email, the name of the person, and most importantly, password. But the most important area is the role. Please type role in the chat for me. Role in the chat for me. Role in the chat for me, role. Now, when it comes to role, one thing you will never do is to give someone admin access. If you give someone admin access, it means that you've given them the full right to change everything on the site. So let's say you build this for a client and you are managing the website for the client, no problem. But you meet one client who says that I'm running a blog, so I want to be posting myself. All right. Never give admin access because you are giving out full access, and if the person is not technical, they can even destroy the site or change something that they are not supposed to change. Editor is the next level of access you can give, especially if the person is running a blog post and will be doing a lot of changes in the backend. If the person will not be doing a lot of changes, you give the person author. Author will allow them to post articles and post new pages. And they may not be allowed to edit existing posts and edit existing articles by others. So author is okay, or you can give contributor. So all of these access levels, you can check them and see the features they allow before you give someone access to it. But never give admin unless, of course, you are giving full control of the website. So in WordPress, there are some important areas that we always work. So when it comes to tools, what will happen is that you can import certain tools. There are some demos that before you install them, they will give you the demo data in XML and they'll ask you to install the demo data in XML. So to do that, you need to come to WordPress and install this WordPress importer. Then you'll be able to import the demo data here. Also, plugins is super, super popular. This is where we install third-party plugins to use in our WordPress. So WordPress is really, really familiar. Once you get used to it, there are a lot of things you can do. All right. So I wanted to go to customize and I came to customize over here and I click on blog settings, then post archive. And I want to try and move my sidebar to the right. Right now, I'm seeing that left is selected. How come left is at the right and right is at the left? I don't know. Maybe they are confused. Let me save it. And I'm going to check if my sidebar has moved to the right. Let's see. Beautiful. So the sidebar has moved to the right. And later on, we are going to work on the sidebar. I've moved it to the right. So this is what I want. And gradually, I'm getting the page to look exactly as I want it. Next, I'm going to write some article here that is related to technology. And so I'll look through all of these and choose something that is nice. Today, I think AI is trending. So let me find any article on AI and post on my blog. So let's say AI news, and I go to Google, I search and search, and I look for, I can see it on my end. Okay, so someone cannot see. Please check your network. You can rejoin. All right. So let me find, okay, Wired. Let me see if there's some nice AI news that I can post on my website. A lawsuit against Perplexity calls out fake news AI hallucination. All right, I need something more interesting. Some Alton's eye scanning up has a new look and will come right to your door. Okay. So let me see if I can post this. Yeah. So I'll copy the title. And when it comes to blogs, whenever you are publishing blogs, blogs are published through posts. Through posts. Through posts. Please, if you can hear me, type post in the chat for me. Post in the chat for me. Please do that for me if you can hear me. Next, blogs are managed through categories. So before I even post, I'm going to create one category that I'll be using for all my posts. Anytime we deal with blogs, we have categories. So over here, you can see that before you create a post, you need to have categories. There's one category here called uncategorized. That is why when I visit the website, I can see that this article is having uncategorized over here. So let me actually create a category that I want to use. I think I'm going to create two categories, and depending on what the post is about, I'll choose. So this one, I'll say AI, and I will just add new category. And you know what? This is what I'm going to do. Let me delete it. And I'm going to create the first category as tech. Tech. Then I'll add it. Tech will be my first category. And then I'll create another category called AI. Then this AI, I'm going to choose a parent for it. So I'll make tech the parent of AI. This means if you are reading an AI post, it will come, tech will be a parent. This means that tech will also generate the same content as a category, and AI will also generate the same content. All right, so now that I have two categories, you can see that this is a child. Let me add new post from here. So when I go to add new post, it looks similar to adding a new page. Just click here and paste the article title here. Then I will go and I'm going to find the featured image. This is a featured image. I'm going to save it. And it's a WebP image. This WebP is not supported by this theme. So it says Sam Alton's eye scanning up. Let me just copy this and go to images.google.com and paste it here. I'm sure I'll see some somewhere and find even a better picture. Let me see this 4 days ago and open this in a new tab. When you are working with images, make sure you have high quality images. So let it finish loading over here, and to be sure you can open it in a new tab. If it is not fully loaded, it will appear just small. If it is small, you should never use it. But once it opens like this, you can go ahead and save it. I just hope it's not WebP, and it is not WebP. So I'm going to save it in my resources folder. Just save it. Then I'm going to load it as a featured image. So over here, you can see what we call featured image. You need to set it. Before I set my featured image, let me take you to category. So this is an AI category. Let me just choose both tech and AI. Then I will come and select the featured image and post the featured image I just downloaded. Remember to select a category for every post. Every post. For corporate websites, category is not even a big deal, especially when you are building a news website. Category is everything because that is what determines where the article belongs and where it should go. So I have set this, then I'll come to the content and I'm going to copy all the content. This website, I don't like how the content is laid out, but I'm just highlighting everything here. And then I'll copy with Control C. And then I'll just paste here like that. However it appears, it's okay. I just paste it like this. Then I'm going to publish. So after publishing this, I'm going to check my blog page and see. So I refresh this and let's see if it will show here. So we can see it here, beautiful. And surprisingly, they are loading the entire article on the blog page. This is an error. This should never happen. They are only supposed to load the featured image and an excerpt here. All right, we'll deal with that later. Now I'm going to delete this particular hello world post. So go back to posts. Let's go back to posts and we will see our hello world somewhere here and delete it. It should go. All right. Now, let me see how I can fix. Let me refresh, make sure the hello world is gone. I'm going to fix the issue of, I've never seen this even before, that a post will show everything in the main page. It should show everything after you click on it to read. So let me work on this. I'll go to customize, then the same post archive, which I found under blog settings, post archive. I'm going to go through to see if there's a setting I can use. Over here, your sidebar, you can make it sticky if you want. That's what we've done. Alignment left, pagination left, left. And what is this? Meta settings. Okay, so these are the settings you want to show on the article. Okay, so I see hide content over here. Hide content. Please type hide content in the chat for me. Hide content. Let me see this in the chat. Hide content. Hide content. So I'm going to click yes, and I'm going to go ahead and publish. And after doing that, I'm going to come here and reload and see what happens. So if it works, we should see our beautiful image. Did it work? Did it work? What do you think? Did it work? Did it work? It did. Excellent. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to post 4 articles. Then I'll work on the sidebar, and then we'll take it from here. Next, after we are done, we'll click on it to see if it displays right. So quickly, I'm going to go through this and find 4 articles. Let me check some from different sites. This website is quite boring. Let me find from other websites. Copilot, what has it done? Let's see what Copilot has done. How Microsoft intends to democratize AI agents. Okay, so let me copy this and post it as a new post. I'm going to post this. Okay. Control V. I didn't press it well. Then I will, where did I see it? Where's my story? These adverts are disturbing. Let me save Copilot. Hopefully it's not web P. Okay, it's not. Then I'm going to copy the content throughout up to here. So I will click here and paste. Then I will select the featured image, come here and set it right. All right, so the image I saved, I can't find it. Where is it? Okay, that's it here, Copilot. All right, so let me set this. And what am I left to do? Tell me what I'm left to do. I'm sure I've missed something. What am I left to do? Who can tell me what I'm left to do? I've missed something. There's something important I was supposed to do. Who can tell me? Category accent you are following. That's good. So I'll set tech and AI, and then I'll publish and publish. Well done. Okay. So now that it's ready, I'm going to check, and I'm going to see that I have 2. Beautiful. I can see that one is longer than one, and I think it's because of the title. This one has 2 lines, this one has 3 lines. What do I do? They all begin on the same line. This one. Okay, so let me add about 2 words to this to make it a little longer. So I can use ChatGPT for that. I can tell ChatGPT to can say add 2 words to the following and maintain the meaning. So let's see how Microsoft intends to democratize access to. Can you imagine? ChatGPT is smart. It says access to. Okay, so where are we? All right, no problem. Let me refresh, and I'm going to edit. Sorry, it's this one. Go back. Sorry. This is what I want to edit. All right, so let me save and see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll still work on it again because I'm thinking of UI. I'm thinking of the user experience, UX as well. So I need to make sure that the front page aligns really well. So still, we didn't get the break. How Microsoft intends to democratize access to AI agents. Let me tell ChatGPT to add one more word. So let's see. Okay, it added powerful. That's okay. So I'll come here and say access to powerful AI agents. So now I'm going to go ahead and save this. And once it is saved, and all of these things, I'm doing it for your learning so that you understand how to do them. So now you see that they are on the same line. All right, so we are going to add 2 more posts, then we'll work on the sidebar. And already you can see that we are building our blog site. When we are done, we'll click on each one to go and read it. So when it comes to reading, you just have to set one inner page settings and it applies it for um, all other posts. Let me see. This sounds interesting. What does Dell CEO Michael Dell think is next for AI? All right, let me save it. I just need 4 posts. So I'll quickly come here, add a new post over here. Paste this here. Then I'll set the category. And what I'm going to do next is this. I'm going to look for the image. Okay, so you said, I think the system does it chronologically. What does that mean? What does it do chronologically? So where is the story I'm looking for? Okay, it's here. So I'm going to save this image now. Okay, that's very true. This picture is WebP, it will not work. All right. Okay. So Dell, CEO Michael Dell. So let me see imagesofgo.com and see if I can see this. I can see other pictures of Michael Dell. I don't have to use the one they gave me. It didn't work because it's WebP, so I can come here and choose another one. So I just need 4 articles. Let me save this and hopefully it will save as JPEG. Beautiful. Sometimes you can rename it also to add to your SEO because anytime somebody is searching for him, if this picture is on your website will also be listed and you get free traffic for that. So after this work, every traffic to your blog site is valuable. So let me copy the story. Where are we? Where are we? Yeah. So I'm going to copy everything. And you see how WordPress works. The moment I paste this, you feel like, okay. So after pasting this, you can see that, wow, it brought everything. Tomorrow, if some things are supposed to load and they are not loading, you may see. All right, so let me see if I've set my categories and I'm done. Let me publish. Then it will be left with one more. So let me save this, reload, and I'm going to see beautiful. We have the same problem here. What does Dell CEO Michael Dell think is next for AI? So let me add 2 words to this. Tell ChatGPT to add 2 to 3 words to the following. So let's see. What does Dell CEO Michael Dell think is next for AI innovation? Okay. I said add 2 to 3, and you gave me just one. All right. Let me make it a question, and let me save it. Let's see if it will break the line for us. And I will go ahead and reload it. So it does break the line, and this place is looking sleek and wonderful. So I have one more post, and then we'll work on this. Let me quickly find one more post. And I'm going to search for the story somewhere. AI is ready. Are you? Insight from Kamud MD Andrew Carr. Google's plan for energy hungry AI. Let me see what will work. I just want, okay, let me choose this. Nokia and Lenovo securing the networks of the engines of AI. Okay. Let me come here and add a new post. Right, so I'm just going to go here, add new post. Let me go ahead and paste it here. The title. Okay. Let me save the image here. Where P. No. There are some images there. You can always get them. And there are some, if you don't get what you're looking for, you're in trouble. And even if it's WebP, you can capture it and paste it and save it again. Because we did that same thing using JPEG. So we captured the image and sent it to YouTube, if you remember. So this one is server room. So let me search for server room. and see what will work. Now we can you can you imagine these images here? Okay, let me click on this. Let me get the image. Okay, so we can, this one is also small. Let's find a better one. Let's just choose this one, which is okay. So I'm going to save this and this is a powerful server room. So let me just name this server room. Right, so I'm going to load it here as my featured image over here. And I'm gonna set this and publish this. So what will happen is that I'm going to load this again, refresh, and hopefully they are all on the same line. This one is still, I need one more word or two words. So I'm going to check the title again, ask ChatGPT to add something to it, just because of the theme. Add one word to the following. Add one word to it. Securing the future networks of engines. So let me just use it like this. This is not what we are working on. Yeah. Uh-uh. All right. So let me save this and I will refresh, reload. And I think it's cool. All right. So we've created a blog page for our company site, and this is wonderful. So next we'll be talking about widgets, and then we'll go into the details page. So I'm going to take another 10 minutes break. You can see everything we've done here. If you are following, you could have done this by now. So you can do it now, or when the video is posted, you can also do that. All right, I'm going to take some short break. When we return, we'll look at this site, and then when you click on the story, what will show, we'll fix that. So quickly, let's take a short break and we will continue. All right, so let's continue with our work. If we are back, are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Yes, we are. All right. So now let's look at what we will use to control the sidebar. So far, we've created 4 posts and they look really good. And this blog page, we created it ourselves. It didn't exist. And this is not a page like the usual pages that you had. This is a blog page. So any article you post will be published on this page. And you remember how we went to reading to set this. All right. So over here, we can control this at where we have widgets. So if you can hear me, type widgets in the chat for me. I like the search feature here. At least people can use it to search for a post or a blog. So widgets, let's see how we can use a widget. So we'll come here, go back to the dashboard, and go to appearance widgets. So over here we have widgets that we can use for this. And I think this is a widget. They have a label here for optional placeholder and then recent post, recent comment. Let me see, that's exactly what we have. You can see search, recent post, recent comment. That is it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to remove the recent post and the recent comment. As for comments, I don't like it at all to be on the sidebar. I want comment to be on the page itself. So I'm going to delete the comment one, delete this as well. Then for the recent posts, I like it, but I don't like the way it is displaying. So I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to use another style to create it. All right, so I'll leave the search over there. Then I will click on this plus. I'll go to browse all elements and I'll type posts over here. I want to see if they have any way you can create a post. I can see BE recent post. I think this is what I'm going to use. I'll drag it into the widgets area where I'm working somewhere here. And it's called BE recent post. Sometimes WordPress has its own widgets and the theme you install will also come with its widgets. So this particular widget is from the theme. So over here, let me type recent posts, or latest in recent posts, okay. Number to show 5, it's okay. Let me update and let's see if it looks much better. So I will just refresh this and check if my search is there. I like the search. And recent posts, this is what I'm supposed to see. I'm not supposed to see it like this. Something is wrong. It hasn't updated it. Something is wrong. Let me refresh again and it's working now. So you can see that it looks much better like this. So we have the search, we have recent posts, and what else should I add? In the morning, we added something. All right, so your widget is there for you to manage however you want. So I'm actually going to add something interesting. I will click on this plus again, and I'm going to look for a menu. So navigation menu, I'll click on navigation menu to add a navigation menu. And this navigation menu, I'm going to call it quick links. Quick links. Then over here, I'm going to choose one of the menus we created. Remember, we created several menus. We even created a menu called footer quick links, if you remember. I'm going to select that particular one as my quick links for my widgets, and then I'll save. It doesn't matter how you named it. So long as it has the links you need, you can go ahead and use it. So let me update it, refresh, and see if it looks great. Beautiful. This is exactly what I want. It looks amazing. All right. So I have a call. Let me answer this call. After that, we will click on this and we will go into the details. Just a sec. All right. So let's continue. You can see how beautiful this is looking. Yeah. So this is called the sidebar. We've worked on it. Let me try the search and see if it works. Let me search for Dell. Enter and see if we can find something about Dell. So it searches Dell. Oh, wow. I can see something about Dell, and there's Dell in this article as well. Okay, fine, no problem. So at least I've created a beautiful blog page and it's so wonderful. I use a post, I was able to create my widgets and everything looks okay, except that when you click on it to read, we will see where it will take us and we'll work on that. So over here, I'm seeing that the image is taking over the full width. I'm not seeing my sidebar. This is how it is. This is not bad at all. I can see my social share, show social share. I can see my article, my comment section. I can see previous, next. This is beautiful, actually. I think I'm going to leave this like this, except that I don't see a header here, so I'm going to let a header show here. So to let the header show here, let's see if Tachu will do that for us. Let's see if Tachi will do that for us or customize. When we came here, I didn't see anywhere we can show the header. So let's go to Tachu and see if Tachu can do that for us. So I'll just go to Tachu and say headers, open it in a new tab, and I'll go ahead and edit. Let me duplicate this so that I have a copy down just in case. So I will just use my original one, edit. I'm surprised the post is not showing any headers. So this is what I'm going to do. I've done my Tattoo header. Here, I'm going to click on this I, click on this, click on this, and I'm seeing new things here. So this active header, yes, sticky, yes, smart, yes, transparent, yes. I'm seeing post archive, nothing, nothing. I'm seeing single post. Okay, let me remove this. So see what I've done. I went to single post and I unchecked this. So I found it under settings. I unchecked the single post. Let me see. I don't know why you have to uncheck to get it to work. I think you should rather check something to get it to work. But this thing, I'm unchecking and seeing that voila, it's working. I can see my categories AI tech beautiful. This is okay. Here, I don't want it to show the name and let me see. All right, so I don't want this to show the name. And I think, you see, when you are reading an article, you should be able to get continuous reading. So the sidebar should show so that you can continue reading more and more articles. That's how to get people to stay longer on the page. They should find more to read. Here, I'm only seeing previous and next, and I don't think it's enough. Latest stories should also show. So what I'm going to do is to remove the admin from here. Let me see if it can be done in the customize. Remember, under customize, we went to blog settings. So this one will be under individual post. So individual post is normal. Title is aligned. Title alignment. Let me check. I think the center looks okay. I don't have a problem with that. But let me see. Primary meta, secondary meta. Don't show an author here. So click on the I to deactivate it and then publish. Then let's check if the author is gone. If the author is gone, then we'll only look at the sidebar. The author is indeed gone. All right, because of how the image is, I think it is okay. I'll just get the sidebar to show and we'll see. So I don't know where I'll find the sidebar. Show author's profile photo. No, don't show anything about the author. The date is okay. Show social share buttons. Show social share buttons. This morning I tried saying that and I nearly bit my tongue. Show social share. And I asked if there's anyone who can say it 10 times without making a mistake. Show social share. 10 times. Show social share. All right. Okay, so show related posts. I think that's what I'm looking for. Let's see. No, related posts. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm looking for. So when I refresh this, the related posts, I think it will show at the bottom and it is cool. It's okay. The only thing is that it comes before the comment section and it will prevent people from engaging with the content. So I want to remove it. I don't want to show it, but you can show it. It's not bad. I'm going to remove it. Let me see. It looks really nice, but it's kind of separate the comment section from the main content, and I don't like that at all. I'm going to remove that. I want my sidebar to show. Sidebar to show. Show sidebar, yes. To the right, of course. Publish. and let's see if it works. So I'm going to refresh, and this is how it shows. Search, da 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 da. And I want it to be sticky. I want it to be sticky, disappearing. I don't want it to disappear. So is there a way to make it sticky? Make sidebar sticky. Yes, please. So let me save it. And I'm going to refresh. And now when I keep scrolling, it's not going to disappear. It will always be there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. So I'm done with my blog design and everything is working fine. Everything is working fine. Now, the same way we created this, for example, here, when I click on this category AI, I'll see all the content related to that category. And almost all the ones we did are AI. So you can see that we have it there like that, no problem. You can have different categories and you can see that tech is a parent of AI. So AI, tech, that's beautiful. Yes. I'm saying this because when it comes to news websites, we use the categories to create the links. So these menus, they are not pages at all. If you want to create this, you don't have to use pages at all. Under your menus, this is what you do. You have to create your menus using not custom links, categories. So the category, you click on any category, then you add it to menu. So once it is part of your menu, when anybody clicks on it, it will load all the posts under that category. You don't even have to design those pages. So when it comes to creating a blog site, it is very, very easy. The only work you do is to place your logo here and create your menus with categories. Only the home page, the home can have a custom link. The rest should all be categories unless you have other custom pages. And all you have to do is to create a post. This news flash is coming from posts. This, all that you see here, they are all different posts. They are all different posts. So the moment you start posting, they'll take over all of these places. All you have to do is to know their category. For example, all entertainment stories have been put under entertainment. So anything that you post and you check the entertainment box, it will go to entertainment automatically. So this entertainment, it was created. So if you are the one designing this website, you will create all your categories. The theme may come with categories. You can check and see the ones you like. The ones you don't like, you can go ahead and delete. But then when you are posting, you just post to the category and you are done. Next thing I'll talk about is this. We've looked at customize, we've looked at widgets, we've looked at menus. Here, I'm going to post the link here for my blog. So let me go to /blog to see my main blog page. Then I'll copy this as a link because this is my main blog page, and I'll place it here. Then I'll save it. So these are the quick links. Apart from quick links, we can also go to the main menu. Do we have that in the main menu? Yes. The main menu for Eagle Tech Africa, select. And I'll look for anywhere we have our blog. I'm going to put it there. Then I'm going to save. And so what happens is that you can always access your blog anywhere. And it's going to be wonderful. Our blog, and you have it. So a company should have a blog. And the blog does a whole lot to keep your content fresh, your website updated, and a whole lot. All right. Next, I'm going to talk a little bit about settings and general. So once we move this website online, we'll come to general and make some changes. General is where you control your website's title. General is where you control your URL. Most importantly, the URL. This localhost, when we go online, we will remove it and replace everything here with our domain name. If we don't do that, the website will never work. And this information here goes into your database. This is very, very important. As a matter of fact, we may have to do this in the PHPMyAdmin. In PHPMyAdmin, there's a table called WP options. WP options. WP options. If you check here, you can see those URLs over there. I'm in a different database. So let me open to the right database. So this database is called Eagle Tech Africa. Where is it here? And WP options. You can see them here. We may edit them here. If we don't edit this, your website can never work online. So when we go online, we will edit. That is what appears over here. Very importantly, when it comes to permalinks, we are going to work on our permalinks to tell the website how it should display the URLs. For example, this blog that we have done, watch something. Right now, we are seeing that we can see the domains like blog, no problem. But when you click on an article, watch what is happening. When you click on an article to read, look at the URL. It's saying that 2024 10/22 before the name. This is not nice at all. So this, you control how it should display in the URL because of search engine optimization. I've mentioned SEO. Now, when people search for the story, your URL also helps your page to be found. So over here, there are different types of permalinks you can use, permalink structures. You can use this plain, and the plain, this is how it handles posts. It will say $P equals to the post ID. And this is not good at all because what is PID? PID can never work in search engine. So this is not good. This is even better because this one, it shows you the date and then the name of the post. What you need is the name of the post because the name of the post is what attracts search results. You can also use the month and then this. It's not nice. Numeric is bad, very, very bad. Post name is the best to use. So after we go online, we'll come to post name and we will save it. So no dates should show here, just the post name is fine. As a matter of fact, when you put your website online and even you have no changes to do here, you still have to come here and choose something and click on save. The moment you do that, it resets all your links. So once our domain is showing here, we will come to permalinks online and set it ourselves automatically, and it will affect all the pages and make the pages work online. So we don't have any problem. Our website is working now. Once we go online, we'll do some simple editing and we are good to go. Okay, next I'm going to talk about appearance and then the theme editor, theme file editor. The theme file editor is very important. It allows you to edit the actual code that comes with your site. It says, heads up, you appear to be making direct edits to your theme in your WordPress dashboard. It is not recommended if you don't know how to code or if you don't know what is going on, because editing your theme directly could break your site and your changes may be lost in future updates. If you decide to go ahead with direct edit anyway, use a file manager to create a copy of the new name with a new name and hang on to the original. That way you can re-enable functional versions if something goes wrong. I understand. Don't worry. So over here, this is where we edit the code behind your theme. If you are using a child theme, you may see some simple CSS here, and you can see the name of the theme here. Because it's a child theme, it doesn't give you a lot of files because it reads its file from the main theme. So I'll click here and load the main theme over here. This is the main theme. So I'll select it and it will load the files of the main theme. All right, watch this. Over here, these are the files, the PHP files. PHP is a very powerful language. Over here, you can actually go in, even your CSS, you can work on your CSS. Do you see your CSS? You can work on your CSS. Let me go back here. You can work on your CSS, you can work on your PHP, and it is really something. You have more CSS hidden here. Now, one of the pages or files we usually work on is the header here, header. So I'm going to click on header and I'm going to show you something. So this header will actually give you the code behind your website. And the header is a very vital file that is included in every single page. So if you have a code or a script that you want to add to your website that should run through the entire website, you can put it under the header. Over here, when I come here, I can actually make edits to this and it will affect every single page. So it is very important to put your script that you want to introduce your website here. For example, if you have a script on Google Analytics, this is where you can put your Google Analytics here. Google Analytics is powerful. It gives you access to all your visits and visitors and all the data generated by your website. It's very, very powerful. Time may not permit us to introduce Google Analytics to this course, but it is so powerful. Gives you rich data about your website, where your visitors come from, how many people are on your website in real time, what people like about your site, what people are doing on your site, how people found your site, and every data related to your website you can find in Google Analytics. Now, this thing here is HTML's way of writing a comment. If you know HTML, you know that this is how we write comment. I'm going to put a comment here and show you something. I'll say that this website was created by I'm just telling you, putting this thing here to show you something. I'm going to save this update. Let me update it. And I'm going to show you something. Let me go to the home page. Now, anytime you build a website for a client, I'm going to show you something very important that you should do. Anytime you build a website for a client, this is what you should do. At the bottom of the page, where you put copyright here, you have to market your company, your tech company over here on your client's website. This is what we do. So instead of just this, let me show you how you do it. Let me open to Notepad. So instead of just this, you can still have this there. You begin with copyright, the symbol, the name of your client, and then all right reserved. When you finish, full stop, and you say designed and powered by, then you put your name, Cotelsat. Okay, Cotelsat Incorporated or Cotelsat, whatever. Then what you do is this: you link this Cotelsat to your own website. This means on the bottom of all of your clients, you should see designed and powered by, then your name there. Then it should be clickable to your website. This means that your client website will also be referrals to your website. This is a great way of promoting your website and building a portfolio and leading customers who find your client's website interesting to contact you for more projects. 95% of your clients will not have any issue with this. This is not a problem at all. We've been doing it for more than 10 years. It is not a problem. Nobody will complain, except some very, very big brands or big clients like banks and certain big clients who will not want that. But 95% of your clients will never have any issue with that. So you shouldn't forget, anytime you are creating a copyright section, add your company there, designed and powered by. Powered means you are hosting it. Design means you created it. So designed and powered by your name, and link your name to your website. Please, have you understood what I said? If you understood it, let me know in the chat. If you don't understand it, let me know. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wonderful. Now, there are some big projects that you will not be allowed to put your name down there, but still you can prove to everyone that you are part of this project or you build this project. So this is how we do it. So Webmaster, this is what we do. Anytime we build a very big project, maybe it's a web application, there's no way to put your name on the page, okay, or on the footer. This is what you do. Remember what I did in the header? I can go into the code of the website. Code of the website. This is not appearing at the front end. Inside this code, if I want to prove to anybody that I was part of this project, this is what I will do. I have put my name as a comment in the code. So what I search for my name in the code, and this can be your proof. This website was created by so and so and so, and this is very powerful. You can use this to prove to anybody that you were part of this project. So within the code, you can add some information that you can use it tomorrow to prove to someone that you are part of this project. Sometimes we can add it as a meta tag, or you can just write it. Sometimes we can come to meta name. We can create an author version of a meta tag and put our details there. No problem. But you can just write a comment as well, just like I wrote. This is another powerful way of proving when you work on some big projects that you're part of. All right. So I'm done with um, creating my blog. I'm done with explaining all the key information. I have only one thing to talk about, which is monetization. So it is 8:40. I'm just going to get right into monetization and talk about monetization. Let me play one short clip, and after that, we'll talk about monetization. Please, if you can hear me, just type monetization in the chat for me. Monetization, monetization, monetization. Let me see who can spell monetization. I'm checking. Someone may not be able to spell monetization. We have one wrong. All right, so you have one wrong. I don't know why. You have to correct yourself. So check your spelling. Make sure your monetization is right. All right. So, okay. All right. All right. So let's just enjoy this clip and then we'll get right into the final 5 to 10 minutes of our class.
Where once the hours rolled me like the tide, my workday now is unified. Wireframes completed, fast and bold. Client sites updated before the coffee's cold. So while for others the clock goes clack, time is my ally and has my back.
All right. Simple. Okay. So monetization, 90% of you got it right and the 10% got it wrong. All right. So let's talk about monetization. Okay. So let's go like this. Now, these types of websites called news and magazine websites and blogs, they generate a lot of revenue if you get them right. In the beginning of this lesson, I spent time telling you all the components and all the elements that are required to be able to run a successful blog or news website. It's not something that you should just jump into it because If you don't have the consistency and if you don't have what it takes to see it through to success, you are going to just waste your time for 1 year and just give up because it's going to be a lot of work for a long time to build that community. Yes, but then if you can do that and you can be posting very, very interesting content, it's going to make it. Sometimes you are the first to come across some news, some information, and your phone was the only one that was able to capture it. And those kind of content, if you just post it, you are going to get everybody visiting your page for it. Those things, they are just lucky things that happens once in a while. But then most of those people who capture those things, they are blog minded already and they are ready to capture interesting things all the time and they are ready to write about interesting things all the time. So they have breaking news and things, interesting things that they like to post. Apart from content and everything, how do we generate revenue? Now, you generate revenue, and I'm telling you how we do it now. You generate revenue through the ads, through the ads. Please type ads in the chat for me. ADS, ads. Put that in the chat for me, ads. All right, so ads is how we generate revenue. You can see this ad banner here. This is where the money comes from. Those reading your content, they are not going to pay anything, but this is where your money comes from. Now, you can listen to me. If your site is popular, you can sell this space to companies for a fee and charge well. You have several of them on your website. Another one is here, 300 by 600. We have more at several locations. Another one is here, 970 by 90. And even when you start reading the content, we also have some within and on the sidebar as well. But let's forget about all that. What if you are not yet known, you don't have the community, you don't have companies interested in buying these slots? What you can do is to sign up for a program called Google AdSense. Not Google Analytics. Google Analytics is something else. This one is called Google AdSense. Who can spell Google AdSense? Just put it in the chat for me if you can spell Google AdSense. So I'm talking about Google AdSense now. All right, Google AdSense. Now, Google AdSense is a way to generate revenue. Google has a program called Google AdSense, and you can find it on adsense.google.com. This particular Google's program is the way Google themselves make a lot of money each and every day. Google is very, very rich, and Google makes money through other people. This is how they do it. The Google AdSense is a program that content creators subscribe to. And what you do is that once you have an account, you have a place where you access ad codes, codes for advertisement. So on your website, if you don't have a company to put an advert for them, it's not a problem at all. You just have to place the Google AdSense code over there. And then the AdSense code will create an advert every time somebody visits the page. That is more powerful because that AdSense code is more intelligent. It creates relevant ads for the visitor. What do I mean by create relevant ads? A lot of companies are advertising with Google. Google is advertising for so many companies around the world. How do they sell those ads? How do they deliver to their clients? They deliver through publishing the adverts on their partners' websites. So, like the way we have a standard dimension here, any advert from Google's network that is in this dimension will appear over here. Any advert that is in this dimension will appear over here. So you can place the code over here. And with that, if anybody visits your site, whether you are popular or not, you make some money. Once you are approved for Google AdSense and you have the code on your website, you get money when anybody visits your site. And most importantly, when somebody clicks on an advert. Google will take about 40% of the revenue they charge the client and give 40 to 60% to you if you have an AdSense account. You can also tell Google that, okay, take charge of placing the advert. I don't want to decide where to place an ad. Take charge and place the ads wherever you want. And that one pays a lot. So you can see several news websites, almost every website today. Once you start accessing it, you can see an advert pop up like this. It may look annoying to you, but this is how this big news website in Nigeria is making money. By showing alone, it has attracted some small pennies. But when I click on this, they have been paid. They've made money. Just by clicking on this, they've made money. Okay, I can close it and I can be reading the news. You can see that an ad has appeared here. It is looking like it is part of their news article. It's not a news article, it's an ad. The moment I click on this, they've been paid again. Because this company, Machine Global, is advertising with Google, and the advert is being published through their partners network. If you keep reading, you will find another ad over here. If you keep reading, you find another one here. This is another one. You think this is part of the site. It's not. It's coming from the AdSense. When I click on this, they've been paid again. So imagine a website like what my Job Online website had over 100,000 people going through it a day. So imagine you have 100,000 people running through your website in one day. At the end of the day, this small clicks, small page views, at the end of the day, you've made a lot of money. At the end of the month, you've made a whole lot more. So at the end of the month, in your Google AdSense account, you can just withdraw your funds. If you have reached the threshold is $100. If you've made $100, you can withdraw. If not, you wait for next month. They always pay around 21st. So 21st of every month, they issue payment. So if you're not up to $100, you wait for next month. If you have more, you pay, you get more. If you have less, you wait. And if you have more, whatever you have, $10,000, $20,000, you receive it. Okay, you receive it. Now, even today, this particular website, can you see they have an ad over here? This is the same AdSense. If you keep browsing, AdSense is here. This is an ad. Whatever you want to do, let me click on another story. So every website is using AdSense. Is it the same story I opened? Oh, it's loading really fast. This is AdSense. So you can control how the AdSense works. You can tell Google to control it for you. Look at this. They have it everywhere. This is a lot of money. So this particular company running this magazine site, they don't charge their visitors, but this is how they make money from their visitors. By browsing this page alone, you've made money. So if you can get thousands and thousands and thousands onto your platform, what happens is that you make a lot of money every single day and you withdraw at the end of every single month around 21st. Another way to monetize is to use YouTube videos. YouTube videos are so powerful. YouTube videos are super powerful. And YouTube also pays through AdSense. For you to join the YouTube monetization program, you need to get 1,000 subscribers. And you also need to get 4,000 hours of content view. So if you have one video that is 5 minutes, you need to get about 10,000 people to watch the 5 minutes, put that together. Would that reach 4,000 hours? No. All your other videos put together, once you have 4,000 hours, 1,000 subscribers, then you can apply for monetization. The moment you are approved for monetization, every video will show an ad and every video will pay you. 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 At the end of the month, you have something. If you have a lot of people liking your videos, you make a lot of money. If you get a viral video, you make a lot of money. Somebody post just one video and makes $35,000 from just one post. And I told you in the United States, almost every college student has a YouTube channel. They have discovered YouTube as a powerful way of making money. Everybody is on YouTube, creating powerful content on YouTube. YouTube is a system that once you understand it, you learn it, it can be something that will pay you a whole lot. A whole lot. In Africa, those who are creating content, they have stopped working and they are making money through YouTube. Mackenzie Comedy. This is where he makes his money from, about $200,000 a month. Brother Shaggy, Sabinos, who again? Who again? All these content creators, they don't work. This is their work. And it pays well. Once you can get a following, brain jotter, it pays well. It pays well. And the richest YouTuber is Mr. Beast. I don't know if you watch Mr. Beast videos. Mr. Beast has the most subscribers in the world. Right now, he's reached over 300 million subscribers. Every single video gives him millions and millions of dollars. Every single video he makes. That is why he's pressed money in his videos like that. He dashes people money, $1 million, $500,000. He just dashes people because every single video Mr. Beast makes brings millions of dollars. Because in just 24 hours, millions of views already. Millions, millions, and millions. So YouTube pays a lot. And if you can find a niche, find something to talk about, find something interesting, you can make money through creating content like this. And once YouTube works for you, you can move it to Instagram, move it to Facebook, move it to TikTok, and the same content expand your reach. So this is how to generate revenue, and you join YouTube using your AdSense account. You get money from your website using AdSense account. That is what I've told you, and it pays so well. If you have any question, you can ask now. If not, this is where we bring our lesson to. This is where we draw the curtain. So thank you all for joining this lesson on blog. I believe you've learned something today that will add value to you. Tomorrow, we'll continue with our e-commerce websites and continue from there. If there's any question, in the next 60 seconds, you can let me know in the chat and I will answer you. Any question about the blog, monetization, content creation? Someone says that, sir, can you please show how to add good AdSense code to your blog site? Wonderful. This is how you add your code to your blog site right here. I'm in the header page. They'll tell you to place your code somewhere. Once you put the code somewhere, just make sure that it's not conflicting with another page. For example, this is a PHP script. This is a open and close. I can't put it inside. I need to put it outside. Once you paste your code well here, it runs through all your pages and Google takes it from there. Yes. So this thing really works. I've been in the middle of it. I've handled it. I've been part of it. I know it too well. Okay. But then if you just rush in for the money, you may be disappointed because it takes a lot of time to build something that makes money. And if you can spend your time, say that, okay, I'm going to use 1 year to build something good. Let me tell you, it is going to pay you for the next 70 years because it is going to be a passive income source and it's going to be generating money over and over and over and over, more than whatever you get anywhere. So you can spend the time building it. You just need to make sure that you have some small capital and you sometimes because we need money to survive. That is why we don't spend time building something great because our attention is drawn by this project, this company, this and that and that and that and that, and you are just messed up. But if you can sit down and build something, it's amazing. It's going to change your life forever. So thank you all for joining the class. I believe it's been helpful. We'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you. All the best. Bye bye.